Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on Kyle Does Nursing. I hope you guys are well. So as you've probably seen from the title, this is a completely different video to what I normally would record. Now I say what I would normally record is because I've done a video like this before, but since the name change of the channel, like you guys can see, this is kind of like a off-topic video, but it's something to do with me and it's something that I've had before and I can share my experience on it. B, it's quite a popular video on the channel, as if you go back through the videos, it is quite a popular video. I'll leave it up in the description here. But C, the video did help a lot of people. So this video would be based around the Strabismus surgery. I can never ever say the word, but basically it's an operation that I had to correct my lazy eye. But it's more noticeable when I'm either tired or I'm having to focus on something, maybe like at the back of the class at school. During school it was really bad and I was bullied immensely about my lazy eye, and it was really horrible and it really affected my confidence. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have lazy eyes. Some people, my sister has both of them, they're lazy and they drift off from time to time. I kind of wanted to talk about how I got mine sorted and had the operation and stuff like that, just for people that are wondering. And then I'm going to record another video answering all of the questions that are on the video that I previously recorded. So it all started, I went to the opticians for an eye test, and basically had my, the normal eye test that people would have. I'm not sure about it in other countries, but in the UK you pay, I think it's like £25 to £30 or something like that, to have an eye test, and you're supposed to have one every year or 2 years. So I went, and obviously I said that I've got a lazy eye, it really affects my confidence. And then after the eye test they referred me to a specialist basically. When I was referred to the specialist, I had an appointment with them. They specialised in not just a surgery, but they specialised in lazy eyes basically, and they did a huge assessment. It took a long time. It took like 6 months. I remember going, what they do is they assess you 3 times. So I had my initial assessment, and what that is they get you to like read off a screen. So you have to read like the numbers off a screen, like the alphabet, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller, and they put things over your eyes to see if they adjust. And you guys have probably had an eye test before, and that's what they do there. But they also do some, more in detail tests. So they put prisms over your eyes. And what they do then is they will give you glasses, and they'll give you some things to put over your eyes and tell you eye exercises that you can do to help bring your one eye or both eyes to help, them to counteract each other. This one was my lazy eye, and this one was my stronger eye. This one was doing all of the work. I hurt my eyes now. This one was doing more of the work, so this one would like drift off now and again. What they wanted to do was make me use this eye more, but I had about 3 or 4 appointments with the specialist, and in the end they basically said it's not getting any better, it's actually getting worse. So I think it went back every couple of months. So my initial one, then I think it was like 2 or 3 months, then 2 or 3 months, and after that, after my 4th initial one, they said, look, these are the options that you could do, and they suggested glasses, and the glasses didn't work for me. It still made me, it gave me headaches and my eyes still drifted. It did help with long distances, but I was kind of focused on, I just wanted the surgery. So I kind of refused to have the glasses, so I wanted the surgery basically. So when I had the surgery, when I decided to have the surgery, they then put me in touch with a surgeon, and I had a consultation. This was a very lengthy process. This took over like a year and a half, 2 years. They referred me to then a surgeon, and I waited a long time to have contact back from the surgeon. Eventually, they contacted me back and I had a pre-op. So what happened in the pre-op is they kind of spoken about what they're going to do to my eye, what the surgery will consist of, and they need to gain your consent. Now, what they need to gain your consent for is if you're over the age of 18, they can wake you up during the surgery and adjust it to... So basically, when I had the surgery, halfway through the operation they woke me up and they asked me to read off this sheet of paper. When I originally woke up, I could see like 4 or 5 of the lines that I could see. And what they do then is they just tweak it a little bit. You cannot feel a thing. it's just a bit weird waking up and you can see like 5 of something. They then tweaked, I couldn't feel a thing, they must have tweaked something, maybe I think the muscle. It sounds really, really horrendous, I know, but they must have tweaked the muscle, and then it moved into 1. And when I could see 1 of this thing, then they put me back under sedation, and then I woke up, and it literally felt like I was like, woke up straight away. But yes, after going back, after I agreed to this, so you have to gain consent. You don't have to gain consent to that. What would happen if you didn't want to do that is they won't wake you up during the surgery. If you are under the age of 18, you don't have sort of the right or capacity to say whether you want to be woken up or not, so they just don't do it, they don't wake you up. But if you're over the age of 18, I was given an option whether if I wanted to be woken up, because what they may have to do is they may not get the vision right, or you may see double, which they may need to bring you back under and have an operation again. I just didn't really want that. I wanted it just to be done there and then. So I opted into having to be woken up during the surgery. I think I waited about 3 months after my pre-op with the surgeon, and a lady dropped out for her surgery. So they then contacted me. I was the next in line, and it can take up to, you know, I don't know how long it can take, but the surgeon did say it can take up to a long time. During obviously these times at the moment, it may take a little bit longer, and I'm not sure if the surgeries are going on. You'll have to speak to someone about that. I don't actually know. But I had a dropout. Someone dropped out of an operation, so I then carried on. I went and did my operation, which was really, really scary. And if anyone wants any advice around that, then please message in, you know, the comments below, and I will help as much as I can. It was a day procedure, so I went in, I think it was like 8 o'clock. I wasn't allowed to eat or drink. I went to like a community hospital, so put me in like a little side ward day thing. Had a consultation with the surgeon again, and he drew on sort of underneath my eye which eye they'll be operating on, and kind of went over again, this is what we're going to be doing, we're going to be waking you up, blah 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 blah. Gain consent again, and then within 2-3 hours I was down having the surgery. They obviously woke me up halfway through the surgery, all was fine. I woke up, and when I woke up from there, you do feel really groggy because you've had a sedation. For one, you've had a sedation which put you to sleep, but also because you've got stitches in your eyes, it feels like obviously there's something in your eye, so it itches your eye a little bit, and there's a stitch in your eye, so every time you blink something's rubbing, so it feels like you've got a bit of sand in your eye, which is really, really uncomfortable. And it was like that for about 2 weeks. If you're looking at the recovery of the surgery, then go back and check out the video that I'll leave up here. I kind of talk about what it was like. You'll see the pictures of my eye for like 2 or 3 weeks after. But after this period, I obviously haven't documented since then, so I'm now, this was about 2.5-3 years ago now since I've had the operation. I do sometimes feel it drift off when I'm tired, but it doesn't drift off as much as it normally would. I don't know if you can see, but you know, it doesn't drift off anymore. But normally, even recording a video, it would still just drift off naturally, and I would be conscious that it drifts off, so I'd be like rubbing my eyes, or, you know, having to blink a lot, and it just makes you more self-aware. But I would 100% recommend the surgery to anybody, because it's changed my life, and it's made me feel much more confident in myself. Even though I do sometimes feel it drift off now and again, I can adjust it, and it's always back into place. I'm not guaranteeing that will be like for everyone. Some people might have 2 or 3 operations that they need. It all depends on, you know, the severity of your lazy eye, basically. But I do still need glasses. I need glasses to watch TV. If I'm sat in bed, I need glasses to watch TV. But like I said, it's more of a, people can't notice my lazy eye now, whether before I was bullied. So for me, it was just an insecurity that I had, and it's fixed, and I would really, really recommend it to anybody. You can kind of see my lazy eye now. My eye is completely normal, but you know, they're both working in coherently together, which is kind of what I wanted, and it's beyond the expectation of what I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be this good, but they did say later on, you know, 10 to 15 years down the line, it may go back again, and you may need the operation. So I will keep you guys informed about that, and you know, if you're interested in that, I'm going to be doing another video answering the questions. So if you're looking to or interested in that, then make sure you do subscribe, because I obviously mainly record videos on my nursing journey on this channel, but I will be speaking more about my lazy eye, and you can kind of see if my eye goes off now and again. It doesn't, but over the years you may see maybe drift off a little bit, or maybe just interest. If you guys are going through this, then you might be a bit interested. Alternatively, you can message me on my social media channels. They're in the description down below. If you go onto the video and just click the little button, it'll bring up all the information. Just click on my social media down there, and I'll happily answer any questions that you guys have if you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the messages down below. But I hope this video has helped. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for staying towards the end. Like I said, any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.